Greetings, humanity. The mic is working now.
Oh, yeah.
Technology. It's okay. It'll be all right. Everything will be fine.
We met, and you were like, let's be friends for the next 20-some years. This was your choice.
I know. I only do these things to myself, really. Dear God, it has been a while.
Yes, that's what I want him to believe.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I'll think about it later. Welcome, folks, to Abject Adventure Gamery. I am Jim, and with me is Lucci. Hello.
Hello.
So we finished a game last time.
Yeah. What? We have 3 or 5 under our belts, depending on how you count.
Yes, that's right. It's true. It's a good question. It's an excellent question. Now, how are things in your various nerd / gaming spheres?
Good. We're trying to figure out a time. I don't know if I told you we've been playing Legacy Ticket to Ride.
Oh no, I don't think so. You were talking about Blood on the Clock Tower last time. I didn't hear anything about Ticket to Ride.
Yeah. So it's been going on for like 6 months or whatever, but same group, like we're just very meticulously going through 1 or 2 games like whenever we can. So it's been probably averaging like once a month for the past 7 or 8 months. A little less than once a month. So we have a track record as good as, if not a little worse than ours. So it's good.
Okay, good. No, that's fine. Takes time to build a proper legacy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we have, but we're like, all right, we have like this weekend is good for people who aren't usually in town. So what days are we free? And we're like somebody's not free on Friday. I'm like, cool. Saturday sounds good. Somebody's not free on Saturday. I'm like, cool. I have D&D on Sunday. So fuck us then. I don't. Nobody wants trains anyway.
But they're trains.
It is. Actually, Legacy so far has like been definitely my favorite of the train games, of any train game, not just Ticket to Ride. Yeah.
Up to including
the Legacy version of it. Has
cool.
been nice.
Great. That's awesome. That's wonderful. I have not yet played Ticket to Ride. One day, perhaps. One day. There have been a few times when I've almost played it. But it's sooner or later. You never know.
I personally recommend Ticket to Ride Europe. And not original Ticket to Ride. Other versions have added different mechanics that make the game better past the first iteration of the game. And I think Europe has some of the mechanics I actually like in the game. So
okay, cool, awesome.
That said, I don't think I've played regular Ticket to Ride in years.
Fair, absolutely fair. Let me check something real quick. Yes, it's good. So you're still doing D&D on?
Yeah, still doing D&D on Sundays. My one friend who doesn't get to play a character often, is right in that edge of problematic.
Oh.
just like I know you're excited, but you know you're going a little overboard for everybody.
Oh boy. Oh.
Like, just very insistent on like, oh well, we can't play this week. What about this day? What about this time? What if we change this? What if we only do like 2 hours of game? Like no, I mean, buddy, we said no.
Ah. Okay. Okay. So it's just basically dealing with the whole addiction thing then, more than anything else.
Well, I mean, I personally am having issues in character, but that's
Well, yes, that's
his character is, I would say mildly, but it's not. That would be lying. His character is wholly infuriating to me and my character.
to both you and your character.
Oh
boy.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. He's given like no leeway, no growth, and I, as a good character, I may just have to kill him.
It's clearly the morally correct thing to do.
I mean, I don't believe in self-harm, so I have to. That'll leave
So you have to harm others.
other
That's the only way.
direction for the harm to go.
The harm has to go somewhere.
It has to go somewhere, and he's playing a warlock, and I'm playing a monk.
Oh, there we
I
go.
can get him.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Let me put you out of my misery.
He messaged me earlier, a couple days ago. It was like I just wanted to make sure that the enjoyment level for the arguments we have in character are met, and I do not know how. I have not decided on how to best convey my feelings yet.
Oh boy.
Because he is a really good friend.
Yeah.
And I want him to have a good time, but I'm also gonna have to murder him. Or his character.
Yeah. For those of you watching for legal purposes, Lucci is joking right now.
Yeah.
He's kidding.
I mean, look, you're not. Nobody's gonna prove anything. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my god. Abort! Abort!
Let me help you stream a little bit.
Yeah, sure, everything's fine.
Nope,
Everything's going
don't
to
mind
be
me.
fine.
Don't mind me. I can dig this on my own.
Yeah. Channel Otherdoc in no way endorses the things, anything that's being said right now.
I don't endorse any of the things that I'm saying right now.
Oh, that's fair. That's good. It's someone else. Really.
Yeah.
Is this just out of curiosity?
But feelings are feelings.
They are. They are. Not that I wish to continue to spiral, but I do have to ask. Is this one of the? Just out of curiosity, I don't know where. No, probably not. It can't be. Probably not. No, these are Vegas people. Okay. I was trying to think because I was just remembering that your podcast. And I was trying to think, is this some of the same people from that, or are these other people?
Yeah, no. No,
Okay.
these are other people.
Okay. All right. Um. There's. It's just that it's just, so I was just trying to figure out sort of the brand of going too far, basically. Which particular flavor of that are we in? No, that's. No, I am glad though that you are at least you seem to be having a good time with it for now. That's good.
Yeah.
And I hope all goes well.
Yeah. Now, look, my friend is trying. The experience, besides that, is very pleasurable.
Good.
I enjoy D&D.
Cool. Well, I'm still playing basically the games. The only games I'm playing are the ones being shown here right now. But I'm gonna probably be doing very soon. Probably I'm going to start recruiting for a bunch of one-shots of 1 year hence because I'm getting ready to release that. And I've submitted the a request to Roll20 to see if I can I can start putting it out in their store, and so everyone keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully that'll be okay. I haven't heard back from them yet, but it's only been a couple days. So hopefully that happens. So we'll see how things go. But I guess we should probably talk about this game. We're starting a new game today.
Yeah.
Were there any last bits of psychological scarring around Starcross that we need to get off our chests, or are we okay?
No, man, we rocked that game.
We did. I thought we did very well.
Yeah.
We didn't have to look at the hints until near the end. So I think that worked out.
And some of those things were bullshit, like the rod in the gun.
Yeah, and I know, like, if I'd paid attention to the way they described the misfire and the fact that it happened every time, I was starting to twig to the fact that the misfire happened every time, but I wasn't thinking about why that was happening and when they started talking about repairing the gun, I was like, oh no. There's so much more here I haven't thought about. But we made it through, and I think that was good. And I actually liked the ending. I thought it was cool. But this game, Suspended, is going to be the game we're going to be playing now. This game is also apparently expert level, according to what I have seen. They called it. This is from 1983. So this was just after. This was like not long after the one that we just did. I actually have I'll go ahead and I'll just put the list on here so folks can see what I'm looking at. I have a list, and this is apparently chronological order of the games. You see, we played Zork 1, 2, and 3 all at once, and then we went back and played Deadline. They both came out in 1982. I didn't realize Deadline came out before Zork 3, but I wanted to do the trilogy first. And then we have Starcrossed, and now we have Suspended. And this game was written by Michael Berlin. This is the first of 2 games that he wrote for Infocom. Suspended, a cryogenic nightmare. This is a sci-fi thriller. And this is one of the ones that also came out in a folio edition. So this one came out with, and the reason this looks as horribly creepy as it does is because that's like a real mask. The box, the original box, had this mask as part of it. It was attached to the plastic, so if you put it on, you could just basically put it on and look through it, but it still, had all the plastic around it. That was kind of the big deal with that one. I have never played this, so this is going to be all new to me. They also had the the more familiar gray box edition, looked like this on the cover. I'm gonna go ahead and read the back, as is my wont. If I can find the back of the back of it. Let me pull it up in my file here, because I've got it in my file. So, they said you would sleep for half a millennium, not an unreasonable length of time considering you'd be in limited cryogenic suspension. Your body would rest frozen at the planet's nerve center, an underground complex 20 miles beneath the surface. Your brain, they told you, would be wired to a network of computers. Your mind would continue to operate at a minimal level, overseeing maintenance of surface-side equilibrium, and you would not awake, so they promised, until your 500 years had elapsed, barring, of course, the most dire emergency. Then, and only then, you would be awakened to save your planet by strategically manipulating 6 robots, each of whom perceives the world differently. But such a catastrophe, you have been assured, could not possibly occur. Good morning. So, this game came with a few different things. This sort of is showing sort of the instruction booklet that came with it that talks about, just as your briefing manual for the different for the different robots you have under your control, and the different things you can do with them, and we'll probably be referring back to this as we go. Talking about the underground complex in which you are kept. And it actually, the thing I wanted to go over was that you get this letter that's in, this is again the feelies, the things that are in the box, in the gray box, include this letter and your lottery card. The thing is, you are serving as a kind of utopian planet's central mentality, basically, a being who takes care of stuff, if need be, because it's the planet has been set up and perfectly terraformed. But your lottery is, but everyone's in a lottery, and if their number comes up, they have to serve as the planet's central mentality. This takes place sometime after the year 3123. Sometime within 500 years or so of that date. I mean, that's your date of birth, so that's, so, you can expect, give or take 30-ish years, within like 530 years after this date. And, it gives you your identity code and your address in, one of the, in this subcluster in Sector 12. And, you must carry this card at all times. Do not bend, fold, spindle, mutilate, or burn. Should you be selected in the semi-millennial lottery, you are required to surrender this card, along with yourself, to the Contra Central authorities. The planet's name is Contra. And fail to comply with any of these laws is a violation and will result in immediate sequester of your home floater, which is your vehicle. They have these floating bubbles, basically. And children. In cases of extended avoidance and non-compliance, termination may be considered. Dornick Ortnag III, Director of Future Mentalities. So you get this letter from the Lottery Commission headquarters. Occupant subcluster B9 3000. Sector 12 Contra SW RP 35 34412.8. Congratulations! You have been chosen as the winner of the semi-millennial lottery, and as such, will have the honor of serving as Contra's central mentality for the next 500 years. Naturally, this title brings with it certain responsibilities, not the least of which is ensuring the survival of life on the planet. To this end, in accordance with Procedural Substatute 2.5x 845A77B, you will be placed in a state of limited cryogenic suspension. In this sleep-like mode, your mind will monitor the filtering computers that maintain the delicate balance of our surface-side systems. Should an emergency occur which causes a filtering computer imbalance, you will be reawakened. It will then be up to you to ascertain the problems and perform such remedial actions as you deem necessary. The penalties for failure are all too obvious. A briefing has been prepared to familiarize you with your duties in your new role. It has been revised and amended to enable you to avoid the tragic errors of your predecessor, the lamentable Gregory Franklin. The briefing supersedes and countermands all previous briefings issued by the Lottery Commission. It may be material at this time to review the Franklin incident. The report of the events appearing in the Contra Citizen of 2 months ago, while editorial in nature, sums up the circumstances succinctly. But Franklin was not destined to complete his tour of duty. After 467 years, he awoke by mistake, and, not being extremely bright to start with, lost what little sense and sanity he had. He looked around the underground complex for an emergency, found none, and decided to create one of his own. Overriding the 3 filtering computers, he directed the transportation systems to kill whoever happened to be walking outside or riding on any of the glide ramps. Psychologists believe that he must have possessed a twisted sense of humor. To have people maimed, run over, chased by robot taxis provided him with pleasure for the moment. However, he soon tired of this and decided to eliminate a larger section of the population in a far easier manner. Ever since weather had been controlled, dwellings had not been designed to withstand snow and sleet. Franklin altered the pressure in the weather towers near the cities, setting off raging storms and creating freezing temperatures. Thousands perished from exposure. Thousands more became popsicles. The surviving authorities decided to send an extermination squad down into the underground complex to remove Franklin from his suspension capsule. They got there just in time. When they arrived, Franklin had the 6 maintenance robots snipping wires and causing havoc with the filtering computers and automated systems. In the tragedy's aftermath, several known malcontents protested that the systems had proven itself infeasible. These complaints were dealt with summarily by the authority, which assures all citizens that new improvements in the system and the method for selecting future central mentalities have eliminated any cause for alarm. With this in mind, you can well understand why the authority insists on a comprehensive briefing before you enter the complex. You are therefore requested to read the enclosed briefing with the greatest care before entering the suspended state. Ignaz Ferokin, VP Memos. Addendum. The Office of Cloning and Personnel Development informs us that a number of replicates of you are currently under production for use in the event that we find it necessary to remove you. This should in no way be construed as a reflection on you as a person. Despite the fact that your psychological profile revealed a few characteristics which could be termed deviant, we have only the highest expectations from you. Needless to say, however, the authority desires no repeats of Franklin's performance. Therefore, remember, you can be replaced. From the Lottery Commission Headquarters, Bureau of Awards and Prizes. Contra Central. Oh, new job! They suddenly had to have a new hire because the last one kind of lost his marbles.
And tried to murder everyone.
And tried to murder everyone, yes. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm just going to skim over a little bit the detailed information they give you. They're basically the filtering computers. They're like 3 major filtering computers that you have that come up in that they have linked to all of the major cities on this planet. Then you have one for the weather, you have one for food. There's a hydroponic food place, food center elsewhere in the planet. You're not connected to it directly, but you can control it if you need to by emergency. And then there's, let's see, terraforming, and then I think the other one is transportation. Which is, why, you have the robot taxis going and hopefully not running people over. And so let's see, this talks about your responsibility. If something goes wrong, it won't, but if it does, let's see. You know, like I said, just sort of skimming over. You are, I think, like 20 miles underground. You and the robots maintain the complex. You are only awoken. You're in a very low level. They keep you in a very low level, very, very passive, frozen state, almost completely frozen. And they only wake you when there are problems. And even then, you're not brought fully to consciousness. You're brought to the point that you have more brain activity and can interpret stuff consciously, basically, semi-consciously.
Cool.
As your brain is hooked to these computers. Your six robot pals that you have with you. You have Iris, who is a visual robot with limited mobility. And we'll come back and we'll refer to these descriptions as needed of the different robots. They have each one. They tell you how many claws, how many grabbing implements they have, because that, I guess, is going to be important. But Iris, she's the only one who can see. But she has limited mobility, it says. Again, like I said, I'm just skimming over these so we can get to the game. Let's see. This is in a strange order. Because, oh, there it is. You have Waldo, who is an industrious robot. His primary purpose is to manipulate objects, and he's got six grasping extensions. And can sort of tell things about characteristics of objects when he picks them up. SENSA is a mixture of sensory apparati, can detect vibrational activity, photon emission sources, and ionic discharges, and can perform sensory tasks like analysis of diffraction indexes, various things like that. Has 5 extensions, 2 for sensory input, the other 3 are for grasping. Alida is all ears, it says, capable of processing and interpreting auditory signals. It's there to hear stuff for you. Poet, they say, is a peculiar robot whose function was somehow altered over time by the filtering computers. Originally intended as a diagnostic robot, and is equipped with a diagnostic sensor, which is activated when he has been directed to touch something. But unless Poet is actually doing this, he makes the best of what he perceives, translating his input into occasionally bewildering output. So these robots have been here a very long time. Things apparently have been happening with them. He has 3 grasping extensions. Whiz is they named these robots in 1983. I'm just going to point this out. But this is Whiz as in being a genius, I think. Is an interfacing device between you and the central library core. A huge databank available to your queries. Whiz can plug into any of the 4 CLC peripherals and find information for you. This information pertains to objects and the complex in general. And there are limitations, which we'll talk about it later. Apparently there's a 7th robot that they describe here. That is there. Oh, hi, Schmelzer. Hello. How's it going? That says 2 meters tall, featuring 16 grasping extensions, verbal circuits, and heavy-duty shielding against acid damage, optimized for a multitude of applications. It should be mentioned that this robot was misused by Gregory Franklin, who abandoned it within the complex after brutally mangling it beyond recognition or hope of repair. So I'm sure that won't come back later. This talks a little bit about the central library core, which has like the index peripheral, the technical peripheral, the advisory peripheral, and the historical peripheral. Where it's like index peripheral is for passing along, analyzing objects a little bit, or figuring out what is this thing. Technical peripheral is more technical data on objects. Advisory peripheral apparently has a hint system of some kind built in. And the historical peripheral, which just gives you historical references for certain objects in the complex. And then you have the library core. is accessible from the lower access area, but all actions and queries are designed solely for human interaction. There's nowhere for Wiz to plug in there, and so I guess it's there for that brief period before they put you to sleep and after you wake up. Not sure. Because no humans are supposed to be down there. And then it talks about the surface systems, weather system, food production, and transportation system, which we touched on earlier. And they're talking about, yeah. Your 500-year tour of duty will indubitably fly by trouble-free, pleasant dreams. Okay. And this is just basically the back of the book, where they just talk about the same stuff over again a little bit. Just the blurb, the back of the book blurb. Okay. Also, they give you a map, which I think is delightful, because you've got to position 6 robots. So that's probably helpful. I have put this in Roll20, and so both of us can tinker with this as needed. But I'm sorry. Did you have any thoughts on any of the stuff we just went over before we jump in here?
Nah, let's jump in.
Okay. No thoughts. No thinking. Thinking bad.
Speaking of jumping, I don't know which robot can do it, but
oh yeah, that's true.
For us to jump.
That's true. Somewhere there will be a spot to jump. I'm sure. I'm also just gonna move the file that I have to the section on the commands. Commands are a little different in this game.
Of course.
Because there are a lot of them. Of different things you can do. I'm just going to try to remember, because you have like all robots report, or you can get each individual robot to report, you can get each individual robot to look at things, and you just say which robot you're on by just saying its name and before you tell it to do something, whenever you're switching to a different robot. This is going to be very different. I think this is going to be very different. There are also modes, apparently, where you can make the game harder for yourself if you really want to. I don't think we're going to do that, but there is a thing where it's like your score is based on how many people die before on the planet before you fix everything. Things are possibly not going well. Yeah. On the planet.
I mean, it sounds like everybody's fine.
I'm sure everyone's all right.
Skywalk would make everybody more efficient.
Yeah. I'm sure everything is fine. So I guess we'll go ahead and we will start this up now, and we'll see what we can do. Okay. So, Suspended. Interlogic Science Fiction, copyright 1983 by Infocom Inc. All rights reserved. Suspended and Interlogic are trademarks of Infocom Inc. Release 8, serial number 80521. I think, again, this is the version that comes with one of the collections, if I recall. FC alert, that's filtering computer alert. Planet-side systems are deteriorating, FC imbalance detected. Emergency reviving systems completed. You are now in control of the complex. SENSA interrupt. Seismic aftershock detected 10 meters north of Beta FC. Tremor intensity 9.7. That's a lot. Projected damage connecting cables in primary and secondary channels. FC interrupt. All robots report locations. Iris in the weather monitors. Waldo in the gamma repair. Sensa in the central chamber. Auda in the entry area. Poet in the central chamber, and Wiz is in the advisory peripheral. I guess we'll start by positioning the robots on the map. Let's see. So, you gotta figure out where things are on ye map. Let's see. Do. Weather monitors, gamma repair. Need to see where things are. Because I haven't really looked at this. Okay, you've got Auda in the central chamber. And index peripheral. Wait, is that one of them? No. Advisory peripheral. Okay, so Wiz is down there. I'll go ahead and move him down there. And let's see. Sorry, I know that I've got to for you to be able to see this, I have to I have to keep bringing it up. I'm sorry. Waldo is in gamma repair. SENSA is in the central chamber. Entry area, central chamber. There are two of them in the central chamber. Okay. You've got SENSA and Poet in the central chamber. And Auda is in the entry area. Let me see if I can find that. Or anywhere. Dead end. Is there a way to get into this place? This does feel different because it's like they're giving you the whole map at once, and so I gotta, like, where is everything? And it's weird because, you know, going up here means you go up here. Or you go sloping north from hallway junction to sloping corridor. Alpha. Let me see. See what we got here. Weather monitors. Gamma repair. Central chamber. Gamma repair. Gamma repair is down there. Okay. So that's Waldo. That's where Waldo is. Okay. Waldo goes down there. And we just need to position... Oh, SENSA. Okay. Hang on. SENSA is in the central chamber. Auda is in the entry area. Okay. Cool, cool. Thank you, thank you. I just need to figure out where the entry area is. Is there an entry area on this map? It is. Okay, there it is. Found it. Auda. Let me grab Auda. There it is. That's the entry area. It just looked like everything else. Yeah. Okay. There are so many areas here. All right. So.
Move them so we can see.
Yeah. See where they are. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we've got them all, positioned. So we have, so an earthquake happened, and that took out. Did something to take out the connecting cables in the primary and secondary channels for the beta filtering computer. I'm guessing that's where we are,
Right.
and so that's kind of where we are. Also, hi Sphinx, greetings. Thank you for joining us. We are slowly figuring everything out as we start this game. But yeah, so I guess where do we want to start? Do we want to start sending them? Do we want them to look around and see where they are? Or and start figuring out what's where.
Secondary channels. Alright, so the alpha, beta, and gamma FCs are in the blue on the far right.
Ah,
Primary
okay.
and secondary channels connecting them.
Okay. Okay, yes. Cool. All right. So that's probably the problem. So I guess should we send? Who should we send over there? Should we send?
I mean, I assume we should send Iris
Yeah.
to look first.
Yeah, to see kind of what's going on.
Try to.
Since this is like the first move, I'm wondering if we can just have all the robots look around. Just so that they can, in case there are any clues, immediately where they are right now, or
Okay.
or objects and things like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a command I can type in to have them all do it at once. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. All robot. Oh yeah, I can just say all robots. Yeah. Okay. All robots look. Okay. Okay. So, Wiz is in advisory peripheral. CLC tagged object indicates it is the advisory pedestal before me. Poet is in the central chamber. It hops and skips and leaves a bit and can't decide if it should quit. It tells the world what it should know, but doesn't know when it's been shown. In the room with me is SENSA. Cryolink established to Alda, who's in the entry area. A low whirring noise, barely detectable, can be heard from the west. I am wondering if I'm going to have to... if we're going to need to make notes after all. We'll see, like map notes of some kind. Yeah. We'll see. This is so much information. And then SENSA, internal map reference, central chamber. All around me charges flow, shaped by the very nature of this room. The electrons are being channeled into an electrical column central to this environment. In the room with me is Poet. It's the interesting thing, all these robots see things differently. Cryolink established to Waldo. Internal map reference, gamma repair. I have reached the south end of this area. The walkway ends here. The walkway is not in motion. A large object sits before me. Sonar indicates it is hollow, but not empty. And then Cryolink established to Iris. Internal map reference, weather monitors. Get me a seeing eye robot? Wait, is Iris not working?
What?
Iris just said, get me a seeing eye robot. Is Iris having trouble seeing? Oh, look at inventory, other information dependent. I want to try... hang on. Iris report. Full report from Iris. Internal map reference, weather monitors. I can't see. I am holding nothing in my dainty extensions. So Iris isn't working.
Awesome.
So there's something off about... So they're starting out giving us a problem with our seeing robot. So we need to figure out what's wrong with Iris, I guess, before we ever look at anything.
But I like that Iris has dainty extensions.
I mean, yeah, that's what she wants to call them.
I guess.
So I guess, should we send someone over to try to figure out what the problem is? I'm gonna quickly just write down. I'm gonna start taking notes. And hopefully this will make sense. I'm gonna note a couple of things actually, just from what we just saw. Yeah, the seeing robot. The seeing robot cannot see, which is an issue. So I'm just going to make a couple of notes about a couple of locations. Advisory peripheral has an advisory pedestal. And entry area, whirring noise to west, and central chamber, electrical column, and gamma repair, large object, hollow. Okay. So, the poet is the diagnostic robot, right?
Yes.
We'll have to figure out how to
Is it
translate
poet or
what he's
Wiz?
saying.
No.
I'm sorry?
Oh. The poet does diagnostic, and Wiz. What does Wiz do?
Wiz gets information about objects from the central hub of from the library. It basically can plug in and find stuff out. As far as I'm aware.
So if we move Wiz to the historical, might we be able to find out why Iris can't see? Or what happened?
That's an interesting question. Yeah. It's an interfacing device between you and the central library core. Can plug into any of the 4 peripherals and find information for you. And the information pertains to objects and the complex in general. Yeah, I guess. I didn't know if the history was, the historical peripheral provide you with historic references for certain... I'm not sure what it means by historic references, but I guess we can find out.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Okay.
my first thought.
Okay, yeah.
Because we need Iris to work.
Yes, this is true. So let's see. He's we really do. So let's see. Wiz is currently in the advisory peripheral. But we just need to
Right.
move him to the historical peripheral, and that should be fine.
Right.
Okay.
So
Wiz, go to
Wiz,
historical peripheral. The CLC setting coordinates will report on arrival. Okay. In the meantime, should we send... while he's doing that, should we send someone over to Iris?
do you want to send Poet and maybe
Yeah.
we can get
Any-
her diagnosis?
Yeah, he's right there. So,
Yeah.
and I think what I can actually do, if I recall correctly, I can just say, Poet, go to Iris. And yeah. Iris's location. And cryolink established. It's going to say cryolink established whenever I type anything to anyone. Weather monitors establishing path. All life's a stage, so just consider me a player. See you. Wiz interrupts. CLC indicates matched arrival coordinates at the historical peripheral. Okay. This is now where I think the manual, I think, says to tell him to plug in. And I'm not sure how. I'm trying to remember how to ask him for information. But there's. Let me see if I can find it in here. This is function with CLC to ask you your querying. To plugging him, you can ask questions about objects and get advice on the situation. Okay. Well, let me try Wiz plug in. It's great to be home, plugged into the historical pedestal, ready to process queries. And Poet says, as much as I can be anyplace, I'm here at the weather monitors.
I mean, can we just ask him about Iris?
Okay. I think the way that it works, well, Poet, I think, can diagnose things by touching them, if I remember his description. Let's see, Poet, equipped with a diagnostic sensor which is activated when he has been directed to touch something. I think we just get him to just have him touch Iris. Okay. I think that's the... Okay.
Yeah.
Poet, touch Iris. Sensory pads detect no abnormal flow. Great. That's great.
There's a time of the month joke in there.
No. No.
All right, so
X.
no.
Not?
Oh,
no.
Right. In that case, history.
If they're his, we are not the people to make it. I guess we just ask Wiz something about the historical from the historical pet.
Yeah.
Ask him a query.
Ask Wiz about Iris.
Okay. I don't understand that sentence.
No.
There is a thing in there about queries. I think. It's gonna take some getting used to.
Wiz query Iris.
Let's see. Query about. There we go.
Okay.
It's query about. Okay. Wiz. Query about Iris. Iris is a visual robot, a descendant of the simple photon receptors placed within the complex at its inception. Alright, 12 moves in. I'm going to save now. Just, just in case. I'm trying to remember where I keep the saves now. Oh, that's where I kept the maps. Did I just keep them in the archive? Along with everything else? I did, okay. So let me go ahead and put one here. Okay. So it's just giving us historical information about her.
Okay.
I keep feeling. I wonder if it's just like something is covering. If there's nothing abnormal, right?
Right.
Going on with her systems.
Or are the lights on?
Oh my god. Which is the one that detects photons? Is that SENSA?
Yeah, I think so.
Not that I feel like we need to... Let me check something here. Just purely... I don't know the word light.
Okay.
Yeah. And, Sphinx is asking, is the air system working properly? We don't really need air down here so much. We're in sort of cryogenic suspension and our brain is doing stuff. I guess we do need some air. But, who knows?
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Poet flip switch? Touch switch?
Okay.
Let's just assume there's a light switch.
Sure. I can't accept the existence of any switch here. Well, maybe we could figure it out just by having Iris move south.
Sure.
Just if she happens to be in a room where... Internal map reference, sub-supply room. Get me a seeing Arcane. Without my visual function, I'm worthless. So she did move.
Yeah.
But she can't see anything, so... That didn't do anything. Okay. So... Yeah. Yes, we're just using the clapper, I guess. That's that's the only way the lights can possibly work. So let me see the other robots. Let me look at the. I'm going to look at back at their descriptions to see if I can think about which one has the best chance of seeing what's wrong with Iris. Because none of them can see, but Waldo can tell there's an object with sonar. Sensa is able to tell where electrons are going. Alda can hear things. Poet has proven useless in this situation. And Wiz just basically knows, it's just like, it's an object. I guess we could try to query him about repair or Iris repair. But,
you know what? We could send him back to advisory and
oh, okay.
Query Iris again, and then maybe technical and query Iris.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that could work. Okay, let's go ahead and do that then. Sorry, I have so many things down here. Wiz, do I have to tell him to unplug first? We're gonna find out. Advisory peripheral. Unplugging first. Setting coordinates will report on arrival.
All right. I mean, it's just one turn. We could just wait. I don't know what else to do. Like, we need more information.
I guess. My only thought is that, you know, there are, okay, so the thing is that and they haven't really said, actually, yeah, there's a thing that I forgot to read out loud.
Oh.
That I should just read. I'm realizing now, thinking about it, and that's the first page of the manual. Because it's in the first, not the whole first page, but let me see if that's in here. Yes. Just one little thing here. But the computers have taken you out of suspension because something is terribly wrong. The weather has become brutal, food production is dangerously low, and the transportation system is malfunctioning, causing unprecedented accidents and casualties. The planet is in chaos. And, kind of furthermore, the thing with the scoring system. Is apparently it just has to do with every cycle more people die, but which I'm not but what I was thinking was maybe if there's anyone we know we're eventually going to want to get to these channels to repair these things, and I guess we're gonna have to have we have to have Iris to figure it out, I guess. Oh yeah. Well, SENSA could figure out where the cables are interrupted. Maybe that's a possibility. But anyway,
I mean, do you want to send? Oh, I mean, we can send SENSA to the Beta FC.
Yeah, I guess we could do that and see if there's. Just in the meantime, at least get her started, going in that direction, and kind of. Okay, order input acknowledged, output on arrival. Wiz has gotten to the advisory peripheral. SENSA secondary tremor detected in lower level. Intensity 7.3. Projected damage. Cooling systems for FCs in maintenance area. Which is, let's see. Okay, let's see. Maintenance. Maintenance is up here. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So, a lot of stuff happening. I'm sure everything's fine. We've been 15 moves. Our score is 3, apparently. Somehow our score is 3 now.
Oh, good.
Just out of curiosity. There have been 11,000 casualties. Original population 30,172,000 in 15 cycles. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this is one where we'll be restoring to an earlier point.
Yeah. I
Once
feel
we
as
figure
though
some stuff out.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're just going to this run through. Let's just call this one the Grimdark run, where we're just sort of letting it. It's going to casually examine things and let folks die.
I was just going to call this the eradication of the populace. And
yes. So this is the genocide run. Good to know. Okay. Well, there might be humans elsewhere in the galaxy. It's hard to know at this point. This is the planetary eradication run. Oh no. We stumble along trying to figure crap out. Okay. Well, let's see then. Wiz is at the advisory peripheral. Shall we have him plug in?
Yeah.
Sure. It's great to be home, plugged into the advisory pedestal, ready to process queries.
Ask Wiz about Iris.
Yeah. Query about Iris. Iris can be best used to monitor the monitors surrounding the central chamber. Waldo should remove the maintenance panel and replace all faulty chips. Okay. Apparently, I guess that's still, I guess that's advice about what to do with Iris.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we should send Waldo over.
So send Waldo to Iris.
Okay.
And there are
supply
supply rooms, so maybe we can.
Yeah, there might be chips in there.
Maybe there might be chips.
I certainly hope so. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. We've moved him here.
Yeah.
We were sending SENSA to Beta FC. She's not there yet, but will be. Waldo, moving from Gamma Repair, is gonna end up over here. Isn't there yet, but hopefully we'll get there. Cool. What next?
Yeah. What did Sensa say about the maintenance?
Oh yes, right. The horrible thing that's happening. Secondary tremor is detected in the lower level, which I think is the one that all the robots are on right now. 7.3. Oh well, except for Auda. Auda's still in the entry area. I think upper level, lower level. I think is basically what we're, the 7.3 projected damage cooling systems for the computers in the maintenance area. We do need to repair the cooling systems. Yeah.
Okay.
We could.
Do we want to send Poet there to, I don't know, diagnose the cooling systems?
Good idea. Poet.
Sure. We'll say it's a good idea.
Yeah. We can pretend. Poet, go to the maintenance area. All life's a stage, so just consider me a player. See you. So we're moving Poet up here. I think I said maintenance area. Which hopefully that's should be here. I imagine.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where he ends up.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I guess in the meantime we could ask for advice about the maintenance area if we want. Since Wiz is currently plugged into the advice computer.
Just gonna scrap that run like an extra sketch. Never happened.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna etch a sketch this particular run once we're done gathering information. I think probably.
I mean, it seems easier if we just do it to the whole planet. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. About cooling systems. I guess. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't know the word cooling. Yeah. We've switched to him, so I can just say query about maintenance area. That's a tough one. Hold on a minute while I try to locate a reference. Here it is. I was beginning to think I was going senile. Open the panel with care. Okay. That's good to know.
Poet, open panel with care.
Yes, that's it.
You're not holding care. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't hold care.
That's true. That's very true. You're such terrible people. Okay. Do we want to ask about more things while we're waiting for Waldo to get over to Iris, or Sensa to get over to?
Sure.
What would we like to ask about?
Look. Why now? You gotta ask the hard questions.
Oh, okay. Well, it's either that or we can wait. But you know. Okay.
What?
I can ask Beta.
You know what? We can move. Oh, okay.
I was thinking about the what was it? What were the ones that were initially we thought were damaged in the first place? Beta FC.
Beta FC.
Primary and secondary
SENSA.
channels. Yeah.
Right. And the channels right above. I mean, we can send SENSA to the primary and secondary channels.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Sensa's already headed to Beta FC, so she'll be there pretty quickly.
Right. And then we can have Wiz maybe move to technical.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll probably do. Yeah. So, do we want advice before we move to technical, or do we just want, or yeah?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to see. Just query about Beta FC. And
well, Wiz's information. He says he can't get information about rooms.
Oh.
If you can ask about individual.
Well, he did say open the panel with care.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean the manual could just be lying to us.
It could be lying.
Yeah,
go
ahead.
True. That's true, though. You did say he doesn't know about rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, we can. Yeah. Hang on. Can't seem to find that one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And also, Sphinx is saying poet just seems useless. Yeah, thus far. Okay. But I'm gonna tell him to go to technical peripheral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So at least we'll be ready. And we're at least finding out how these things work. Okay, unplugging first, setting coordinates, will report on arrival. I guess we're just waiting until then. Here, I'll check the score again. There have been 35,000 casualties in 21 cycles. I'm sure it's fine. Let's wait a little longer. Okay, time passes.
So many people die so quickly.
I know. What the hell? Sensa.
Whatever's going on, it is a big problem.
Sensory input filters not working reliably. Oh no. With CLC indicates matched arrival coordinates at the technical peripheral. Sensa report. Moving through Alpha FC currently. Okay. Oh, they're up there right now for some reason.
Why? Okay.
I thought they'd just be able to go straight there, but no. Sensory mechanisms detect a tremendous channeling and flow of electrical and data energy into an object surrounding me. Sensors detect a similar channeling to an object to the south. I cannot sense a thing in my grasping extensions. Poet interrupts, saying, alas, stuck, I can't get from hallway junction to sloping corridor. Tell me, O leader, what to do next. Oh dear. Apparently I guess there's an obstruction.
Yeah, if only we could see it.
Yes. That would be great, wouldn't it? It'd be nice if we could see what it is. So currently, Poet is stuck in hallway junction. SENSA is having trouble with
Sensing.
their sensory abilities. This is going great. This is going great already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I'm sure everything's fine.
Okay. Huh. All right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can wait. I feel like we gotta fix Iris first.
Yeah. Wiz has arrived at the technical peripheral. We can have him plug in.
Okay, yeah.
Great to be home. Plugged into the technical pedestal, ready to process queries. SENSA interrupt. Warning, unable to process data correctly. Is this because we sent her to the to this area, do you think?
Oh yeah, where the problem is? Possibly.
Yeah. This is just realizing that. But anyway, we're ready for technical queries.
All right. I mean, let's ask about Iris first, I guess.
Okay. Query about Iris. Contained within Iris is a maintenance panel and some visual processors. Okay. I mean, that's something. SENSA is saying sensory mechanisms match goal directive. I am at the beta FC. Great.
Okay.
I guess we could ask her to look around.
Yeah.
I am within an immense device which contains immeasurable circuitry and switching devices. I can detect connections to the north and south of this device. System failure, unable to continue. Uh-oh, trouble. So much for that robot, too bad. Cryolink established to Iris. What happened to SENSA? We killed SENSA! Oh my god! Did we just get SENSA killed?
If only we had a seeing robot that could have shown us what was gonna happen.
Ah! Oh no!
I do appreciate. Uh-oh, trouble.
Yeah. That's
And then radio silence.
That's what happens. I'm so sad. This is... I just need to explain that this one's gonna be a little rough on me. I'm very invested in the lives of these robots.
All I know is SENSA was the first robot to jump.
Yep.
All right. So
Sphinx is saying, why couldn't it have been Poet that died? I know we can send him over there and find out if it happens. Poet, go check on
maybe
SENSA.
he can tell us what's going.
Oh no. Why don't you go and diagnose? Find out what's happening. Oh, good lord. All right, well, there's that.
All right. Let's
What do you think?
See. Have we had Waldo open up Iris's panel?
Waldo, report, please. Where the hell are you? Where is Waldo? Moving through central chamber.
He's almost there.
Okay. Sonar indicates a large spherical open area with a hollow column running from floor to ceiling. The column reflects sonar evenly, indicating no distinguishing internal characteristics. My extensions grasp nothing.
Oh,
I feel like Waldo can kind of see, but yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Waldo's the only one moving right now, so Waldo report again, and then he should tell us what he sees in the weather monitor.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. We can do that. Okay. Moving through weather monitors, this large area has smooth walls. My extensions grasp nothing.
Okay. There are smooth walls in the weather monitors, and now he's in the sub-supply room.
Okay, great. Now you're in the sub-supply room. So, what was it we wanted Waldo to do? We were advised to have Waldo do?
We want him to open Iris's panel.
That's right, okay. And effect repairs, I guess. I guess, should we have him report first just to see what's in here?
Yeah, sure.
This has been the most reliable... Sonar has been the most reliable thing we've had so far. Sonar detects irregular patterns on the walls as if shelving has been mounted there. In the room with me is Iris. A slanting object seems distinct from the surrounding jumble of debris. Sonar detects a broken platform on the floor in an irregular heap. My extensions grasp nothing. So... I just need to look back real quick to see what the,
What was said the panel was?
what the advice was, about Iris. Waldo should remove the maintenance panel and replace, yeah, all faulty chips. Okay. Waldo,
remove maintenance panel?
remove maintenance panel. Do this, do that. Boy, I just can't handle this anymore. What? Hang on. Waldo, look at Iris. Iris feels extremely delicate and is under 1 meter in height. My pressure extensions detect a maintenance panel, which should be accessible to me. Good. Open
maintenance panel.
the panel. It's too delicate for my normal extensions.
Iris, open maintenance panel, because she has delicate hands.
Yeah. Visual scanners cannot see any maintenance panel here. It'd be a freaking nightmare.
Iris, open.
Gonna have to be poet.
Your
It's gonna have to be
maintenance
poet,
panel?
isn't it?
Why does it have to be poet? Does he have delicate hands?
Well, he's a diagnostic robot. He might.
Uh,
I know. I know. I know. But I mean, everyone's gonna burn in this one anyway, so. Guess we may as well just have everyone together there. Clustered in the sub-supply room. Just gonna send him on over. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've got Wiz currently in the technical peripheral. Should we be asking about other things?
fucked if I know.
A good question. See, there's a slanting object that seems distinct from the surrounding jumble of debris. There's debris, apparently, in the sub-supply room. So something's messed up there.
I mean we can search the debris, I guess.
Okay. Sure. Let's have Waldo examine the debris. I perceive nothing special about the debris. Examine platform. Nothing special about the brand. The slanting object? If he's solid and sturdy, it is large enough for me to use as a ramp. Interesting. Not sure where it goes, but I don't know if we... Maybe this would be... Should we have him just go up the ramp and see what's there?
Sure, yeah.
Has someone broken into the facility? Is that what's happened? Is that why Iris can't see?
Yeah, probably.
That's, I'm gonna save again, even though this is a dead timeline.
At least 50,000 dead by now.
I mean, yeah. oh, more than that. We've got 205,000 casualties right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This is a game they expect you to play many times, by the way. And there are harder settings where people die faster. But anyway, sure. Waldo? Get on ramp? Or follow ramp? What would we say here?
Move up ramp? Use ramp?
There's another word use. Climb ramp.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm standing on the solid wedge now. As much, and Poet is saying, as much as I can be any place, I'm here at the sub-supply room. Poet, will you open the goddamn maintenance panel? Can you be useful? Let's see if that does anything. I'm not equipped to do that to the door. What? Examine Iris. Iris is the personification of petite beauty. As the old-timers say, the young lady always wore mink, while her visual circuits went blink. The young men's delight, night after night, was her blushing a bright shade of pink. Good lord. Okay. I do have a weird thought.
Uh-huh.
It involves removing one of Iris's extensions and putting it on Waldo.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll do anything.
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
Let's see if we can do that.
Waldo, take Iris's extension.
Okay, I'm off it now. Solid wedge. Okay. Waldo, remove Iris's... Oh, God. How do we say this? Remove extension from Iris.
Sure.
You've entered the zone whose boundaries are that of a wishful thinker. Okay, it's not that. Iris, remove extension. Visual scan. Of course. Oh. I'm gonna ask for advice, I guess, for a second.
Yeah.
Inquiry about Waldo. Waldo is a multi-extension robot capable of extremely delicate operations, except apparently for opening a panel.
But delicate, not dainty.
Sure. Oh, it has two sensors located at the end of his extensions. Oh, it touch maintenance panel. No abnormal flow. The door. And when I try to get Waldo to open the panel, it's too delicate for my normal extensions. Auto take extension. Nope, doesn't understand.
Maybe the middle, maybe send him into the middle and main supply rooms and see what he sees in there.
Okay, yeah.
Because he at least has sonar, so maybe there's an extra, like a different extension that he can get in there.
Okay, sure. Let's hope. Waldo, go to main supply.
Waldo, you're my favorite now that SENSA's gone.
Yes, that's right. Oh boy. Okay, expect a report on arrival. I mean, it's fair. He's given us more information than anyone else thus far, except possibly Wiz. I'm wondering if we should move Wiz back to the advisory peripheral and to tell us about other things, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am confusion.
You started a new run on a game. You have 6 robots. What did you start out doing? Immediately got us down to 5 robots.
Sensor contains sensory pads and mechanisms for detecting abnormal activity. You may not be aware of this, Iris says, but I'm not working. I need to get repaired. I'm working on it! Here. Oh, it repair Iris. Things aren't that simple. Internal mapping indicates arrival at the main supply room. Okay, Waldo, please. Report. Moving about here is difficult due to the debris scattered about, but I can detect a medium-sized object distinct from the jumble. Sonar detects 2 small depressions beside a raised spot in the object. A disfigured device sits in the first depression, and a bubbly device sits in the second depression. Should I have him pick it up?
Let's try.
Okay.
I mean, let's try the main supply room.
That's where he is.
Main or middle?
Main supply room.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try the middle supply room.
Try the middle supply room. Okay.
Yeah.
Medium-sized object. 2 small depressions beside a raised spot. I don't think that's an extra extension. But
No.
we can send him just send him south.
Oh, all right.
Okay, bump into a small
wavy
I bumped into a
object,
small
might
object
be.
which has an open top. A rough object, a pebbled object, a wavy object, a bumpy object, and a smooth object. There is a 16-inch cable here, and an arm-shaped extension.
Yeah.
That could be it.
All right. So let's.
Him to pick up the extension, I guess.
Yep.
Taken. Okay.
All right.
I guess we send him back.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Do
back
you want to
east.
try to put the extension on?
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. In the room with me are Iris and Poet. Okay. Where extension? It's now being worn. Okay.
Okay.
Open maintenance panel? When I open the smooth metal panel, I
Yay.
detect a smooth device, a bumpy device, and a rough device. Great. I have to wonder if we're supposed to be sending any of these objects over for Wiz to analyze. I don't know, but so we have a smooth device, a bumpy device, and a rough device. Maybe Poet can now touch these devices and tell us which one is working.
Yeah.
Touch, smooth device. Nothing abnormal. Touch, bumpy device. No abnormal flow. Touch, rough device. Electrons can no longer find flow paths through this brain.
Okay. So then,
brain?
Waldo, remove rough device.
Yeah. It's like are we doing brain surgery on her? I'm gonna save again for no apparent reason.
Brain surgery.
Yeah. Taken.
Now drop it on the ground. It's broken.
Okay. Okay. So we need
So
to
we go
replace
back
the
into
rough
the middle
device.
supply room.
with a smooth device, a bumpy device, and something else. Okay. So middle supply room, so we'll send him back in there.
Right. West.
We have a rough
and then
object, a
get
pebbled
the
object.
bumpy object.
Oh, we would just want another bumpy one?
Or, yeah.
1, 2, 3. He could pick up all of them. He's got 6 arms. But, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but we only need the one, right?
Yeah, and it's you think it's the bumpy one?
Well, yeah, because we just took a bumpy one out, right?
Or a rough one?
Oh. Did we take rough or bumpy? I can't remember.
We took
now.
rough. So to be clear.
Okay, so get the rough one.
Yeah, it was the rough one. Of the smooth, the bumpy, and the rough one. So it's the rough one. So we need the rough one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, get rough object. Taken. East. Okay. Oh boy. Put
Put rough object in Iris. Ow! Ow! Ow!
No! We're
No.
putting it in the panel. What was the, I'm just looking really quickly at the terminology that we had. Yeah, okay. Install
I have
rough
a
object
smooth brain.
in panel.
No ridges, no bumps.
Put rough object in panel. Okay, this part of the game didn't age well. Close panel.
I specifically avoided comments like that.
I know, and in this case, the programmer is making them. The programmer, who is a dude, is making them. Iris, look the hell around. I am in a substation of the supply rooms. The room is small with debris littering the floor. In the room with me are Waldo and Poet. Waldo is carrying a microsurgery extension. There is a blue chip here. A steep, wedge-shaped ramp sits under some rubble near the wall. A broken shelf lies on the floor in a terrible state beyond use. Oh my god. All the work just to get 69
Finally.
moves to get here.
Yeah. How many people died?
Only 868,000.
Almost a million. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh my god. Okay. So, yeah, Poet was useful in that he was able to tell which chip had a problem.
Right.
That much worked out. Oh god. So, real quick, I'm wondering, do we want to restore back now that we know how to get this far? And
No.
just do this part?
No, no. I would use this opportunity for us to move Iris around and look at as many things as possible.
Okay.
So we have more information.
No, that's good. That's good. Oh my god. Ah.
Yeah.
There's just getting to
So
this point. Yeah.
I would have
okay.
Iris move into the middle supply room and let's see what those objects are.
Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, good lord. Okay. I'm wondering if I should start making notes again. Hang on. So there is a wedge-shaped ramp. I'm because of the way that we're doing this. Oh, there's so much happening. Hi Hawkeye, we're trying to figure out how to make these robots work. There's a lot of pain involved in getting them to work.
It's okay. We'll never have to worry about getting SENSA to work again.
Not in this timeline, no. SENSA, I feel we don't have to. There's a lot we don't have to worry about here. I'm trying to decide how I want to notate this because I could just write it down in the Excel sheet, or we have three options. By the way, before we go any further, we have like three options as far as my writing down what stuff is in what rooms. I could do it
Right.
on the in an Excel form. I could try to figure out a way to do it on this map, or I could just go ahead and open Frotz and not Frotz, open Trisbort and start making a secondary map with the information in it.
I mean, whatever you think will be easiest. I mean, I think the Excel sheet will be fine. Like just for
I think
ease
so.
and quickness. Like
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I've been basically just using writing in rooms. I mean, just so you'll see, I've got that much. I've got that much done so far.
okay, yeah.
And so I'm just gonna do it like that, pretty much. But so in the sub-supply room, just so that I've got my my stuff together here.
Just to throw this out there, are we right in assuming that her visual inventory matches the order of Waldo's sensory inventory, so that the plaid icy matches the smooth thing and the green icy matches the rough thing? Like,
oh, that's a good question. So, like, should we pick up one of them, bring them back in, and see what he sees?
yeah, I mean, or I mean, we can just scroll up, I guess,
No, we could.
to see what he saw. But either way, I'm like, we may have to, a plaid icy, rough object.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
Because like, if Sensa grabs something, we have to call it the plaid IC. But if Waldo grabs something, we have to call it the rough object.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. There's so much happening. So let's see, Iris, in the sub-supply room. The information I'm going to keep is there's a ramp under rubble, broken shelf, which I think somebody broke in. But then in the middle supply room, and I think I'm just going to end up alphabetizing this list and just searching that way instead of making it a strict where is everything situation. Try to strictly figure out based on where I put things on the spreadsheet. I'll just do it that way. So in the middle supply room, let's see, little basket. And in the basket there's there are ICs, plaid, green, yellow, and red, and blue 16-inch cable. Okay. So that's what's here. Should we just send Iris around everywhere and just looking at everything to see where things are? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. And they are in a basket, so we could probably pick up that basket and take it everywhere.
We probably could
pick it up or whatever.
Yeah, that might be actually best. Just so that.
But let's just go and look at everything first, so we have an idea.
So I guess we'll continue around. We'll head north. To the main supply room. I'm in the northernmost portion of a large, messy area where debris is scattered about as if something had shaken it loose from the walls. Well, it was the earthquake. So an earthquake happened. This whole thing was just, there's a series of tremors happening.
Oh, right.
So maybe it was just the earthquake. Maybe no one has invaded yet. Maybe.
Yet.
Sitting near the wall.
Let's let another 800,000 people die. And
it'll be fine.
For us.
I'm sure it'll be okay. Sitting near the wall is a machine which has a little orange button on its face. Beside the button are two small sockets, one red and one yellow. A burned chip sits in the red socket, and a fried chip sits in the yellow socket. Well, that tells me a couple of things. that might be wrong with this machine. And where to get the things to replace them. Yeah.
It shouldn't be eating chips after midnight.
You're right. You're right. It's not good for it. Main supply room. Machine. Little orange button. Red and yellow sockets. Burned fried chips. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sphinx believes we're going to get Iris killed the same way we did Sensa. And you're not wrong. We probably are going to end up getting Iris killed on this run. But we need the information. We have to know.
That's a rather rude assumption. Sensa was set free.
Poor Sensa. But
Uh-oh.
yeah. No. Right.
Those were not her last words. Those were her farewell words. It's a subtle distinction.
Oh God. I'm so sad. I'm so sad now.
Pretty sure that's how I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, if you have to go,
you're just gonna hear me say, "Uh oh."
Let's
Maybe
get it.
You might get a whoops out of me. Whoops.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Oh geez, there is a robot repair area that it might be possible to. Well, you never know. Okay.
Well, I mean, we're currently holding a yellow IC chip.
Are we?
Yes. Or we're not holding it, but there was one in the room.
We know where there is one. Yeah, we know where there's a red one and a yellow one.
Yeah.
So we know know what can be done here.
We could.
I'm wondering if we should
replace both of those and press the orange button right now.
We could do that.
Maybe less people will start dying.
I suppose.
Maybe it'll increase our time.
Okay, let's.
Or we can do what we originally said and just look at other rooms.
I mean, we can take a stab at it if you feel up to it.
Yeah, sure.
And we did spend a lot of time repairing. Yeah, that's true. If we send Waldo west, so green ice, plaid, green, yellow, red, right? Pebbled, wavy, bumpy,
So
smooth.
and bumpy objects.
Okay. So theoretically, take bumpy object and smooth object. Okay?
Yeah.
And we send him north.
Yeah.
And the
With the smooth.
sonar detects two small depressions beside a raised spot in the object. A disfigured device sits in the first depression, and a bubbly device sits in the second depression. Interesting.
So remove.
So in theory, this should be the disfigured device should be
red, which should be the
smooth object, right? Okay.
Yes.
So remove disfigured device. Put smooth object in first depression.
Yeah.
Should we have Iris look to make sure he's carrying the right thing?
Nah,
Sure.
it's fine. We haven't pressed the button yet.
No, we're good.
You can have her
Everything's
check
fine.
after. Yeah.
Remove bubbly device.
Bubbly device.
Put bumpy. I love that there are so many adjectives here. Put bumpy object in second depression, which I am also currently experiencing. Iris.
Oh, you're only on your second depression?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's not so bad.
The machine is closed. Just look around. Red IC sits in the red socket, yellow IC in the yellow socket. Okay, good. Orange button is flashing.
Right.
Should we press the orange button?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna have Waldo do it.
Yeah, we don't want to blame
He doesn't know
it
what
on
an orange
Iris.
button is. It's a raised spot.
Have Iris do it.
Iris will have to do it. Okay, I've pressed the button. The front panel popped open, exposing a series of 8 little circles with letters written on them. The front panel bears further examination. A bunch of orange wire is exposed, and beside it, in the panel, rests a small glass fuse. There's a lot happening here.
Yeah. So
I was expecting it to explode, but it didn't. So,
I guess examine the front panel, right?
Yeah.
Because
on the panel are a series of 8 circles. Each of these circles has a 3-letter code printed on it. The 3 letters correspond to half of the filtering computer's reset code. Ah! This is a lot of information in a very small amount of time.
Yeah.
Let me ask, do you want to take a quick break? We've been going for a couple of hours.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do a quick break as we sit here pondering this strange machine. There's so much. This game has so many things.
We have primarily been in these 4 rooms.
Yes.
Yes.
Good Lord. We will be back shortly. I'm gonna just have a quick nervous breakdown, and then we'll be back. See you soon. We have returned. And I've had thoughts about a couple of things. One is that we'll need to see what's going on in the hallway junction, but I think that it's possible we may end up using that ramp to get up and down basically the second floor to the first floor, basically level 2 to level 1. That was one thought.
Yeah, I think for this and all the wires and whatnot, I think we can come back to this and just have Iris look at more things.
Yeah, I agree, because this one, we don't really know what codes we're gonna need yet for the filtering computers, I think. And so like that's, and it's possible Wiz can find that, but we'll have to see. So I guess we'll just keep moving Iris around and see what happens.
Yeah. We'll go find a way to murder her.
Yes. Let's. No. Let's put Iris in mortal danger. Okay. So we've moved Iris to the weather monitors. All around me I see meters indicating the state of the weather conditions on all 3 planet-side continents. That would have come in handy a second ago. Temperature 20, winds 88, precipitation a blizzard. Tower pressures, Tower 1 55, Tower 2 11, Tower 3 55. Ah! Well, they did say there was an issue with Tower 2, didn't they? At the very beginning?
Yep.
And it involves repairing the cables in the in that section that killed SENSA. So
I don't know what you're talking about. Who?
No, don't take her away. She was real. She existed. You just moved the token. Put her back.
I did.
Put her back.
Oh, sure. You want to know where to find the body?
Well, yeah. That's why I moved it down back down.
Anyway.
Yes, right. So Iris is currently in weather monitors. Right. Yes, that's it. No. Well, here we are. God.
Don't wow me. You don't know. You don't know what we've been through.
I think he does. He saw us do it.
You were right here? Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I think, in fact, they do know what we were doing. Anyway. Oh, good Lord. So we now see the, so let's see, weather monitors. We have had a rather long time in cryo. That's been a problem, for us. So why we're just, we're working things out. They've seen things. Yeah. They've seen plenty of things.
People are just dying by the tens of thousands. There's nothing to worry about.
I mean, right? There are only 1,258,000 casualties right now. I mean, that's just like 1/30 of the population, maybe just over that. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine. So yes, right. So this has just basically got the monitors for the that's helpful, at least to know that other monitors as the monitors. Okay. So I guess we'll keep going. Just put her in the central chamber.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and do that. Central chamber. I'm in a large room which looks like the inside of a globe. The walls seem sculptured with wiring swirling around the room's perimeter, leading to a tall column. The column itself has a door on its face. Interesting. Doorways lead to the west, south, east, and northeast. Oh, hey, directions.
There's a door on the column?
There is. Apparently.
I mean, I feel like we should try to open that door first.
That might be a good idea. The tall column. Okay, I've opened it. Oh my god! As the door swings open, you are blinded by intense light and incredible pain. It's saying you. It's actually addressing the person in cryo. Is blinded by intense light and incredible pain. Just before everything overloads and you fade from existence, you can make out a shape outside holding onto the door of the cylinder, and then everything goes dark. Ah, I think that's us. Okay, I understand the problem now. We found where we're housed.
We're in the cylinder. Why are we not in the cryogenic area?
It's a good question. Is there a you'd think. I mean,
it's in the green.
Are we not? Wait a minute. Is that? Hang on. I'm sorry. Wait.
Why aren't we up there? I thought we were in that room.
We should be up here, right? That's where we should be.
I thought I would think so.
So unless there's some kind of an error with the unless there's some kind of an error in how things are set in the way this was mentioned. But no, you make out a shape outside holding onto the door of the cylinder.
Yeah. Yeah, the shape is Iris.
So, yeah, that should be... What the... Why are you there? What kind of strange design is this? Or the central chamber. It is the central chamber.
Look. Sorry to think you all and the robots just stole this ship. This is not a ship. This is a planet.
we might have. I don't know. We're yes. I'm sorry. We are currently in suspended. We are the. Oh, I keep forgetting the title. That we're
suspended.
Yeah, we're suspended.
Oh, like the...
No, the title of we're the central mentality on this planet. We are we're a person suspended in cryosleep. But our brain is active right now because there have been earthquakes and the thing that is and the systems that are keeping the planet at its at a constant good temperature and good weather. That system is not working now because there was an earthquake that knocked some things out, so some systems out. So we are trying to deal with that because that's why it's
what is a planet but a really big space ship traveling through space.
I mean, fair.
I mean, is it though? There's a reason we have different words for them.
We are at the planet's controls right now.
Yeah, but not its navigation.
That's fair.
I would argue we're hurtling through space, not traveling.
Slight distinction.
Yeah.
So,
The Big Bang slingshot us out,
so
and
luckily,
we're still on that trajectory.
yeah. Luckily, I saved just before we did that, so let's head back to that.
Yeah, like immediately before we did that. That was such
Yeah.
good. That was so good.
Ah.
That was so good.
My training
It
came
was
in
like
well.
you knew we would fail.
Alrighty. It's just
How
like
would
that,
you
isn't
know
it?
such a thing?
I don't know. It was like a vision.
That's my secret. We always fail.
Yeah, that's fair. That really is the secret. Iris dangerously. Oh, I've got this the wrong way around. Okay. Do I? There we go. Iris dangerously wanders.
Okay. All right. I take it back. Let's not open that. Let's just go south.
Yeah, might be an issue. Might be an issue. Let's send Iris south to the transit monitors. I am in the transit monitors. All around, I can see monitors which show the status of the transit systems on the surface of the planet. The monitors describe the following situation. Floaters airborne 169,000, taxis in use 87,000, glide ramp speed 70 miles per hour, floater crash rate 80, taxi accident rate 80, glide ramp casuals 80. So very conveniently round numbers there. Just very conveniently similar numbers.
Yeah. I guess at some point we should get to the control areas for that, but
Yeah, might be a good idea. Might not want to have them. I don't think any of them are supposed to crash at all. I guess we'll head. Have we seen everything we need to in this room?
yeah, maybe we can just go to the control areas and just lower the accident casualty and crash rates. Just turn, like, there's a knob to turn those down, right?
Yeah, that's it. Let's just make that easy. So we're down here and we want to go up and into hydroponics, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. As we're just sort of looking around. So back in central chamber. Column has a door on its face. And apparently just opening apparently even the robot with the most delicate hands can just open the cryo chamber in there. So the hydroponics monitors. Through the monitors, I can see the following information. The level, the setting, and the output. Water, 50, 70, and low. Minerals, 15, 30, and low. Lighting, 30, 50, and low. Food tons, 45, output poor. Yeah, the hydroponics aren't doing too well either.
No. At least this way we can starve our population.
Before they all freeze to death?
Yeah.
Yes. Just add insult to injury.
Well, no, if Hitchhiker's Guide has taught me anything, let's just turn the lights off.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be
Just it's not as dangerous if you can't see it.
That's fair. If you can't see it, it can't see you. That's clearly how the logic works.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to just keep going. We're back to the central chamber,
Yeah.
and then we're going to head northeast to the next area. I can't go in that direction. Internal mapping does not extend into those. What? Angling corridor? Isn't that right? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Northeast. Iris. Go to angling corridor. Kind of good looking. I'll let you know when I get there. Internal mapping doesn't extend from central chamber to angling corridor. I'm waiting for alternate instructions. What?
So she can only see in these areas.
Why? Can she only see... What? I don't understand. What do we mean internal map? Hang on.
There was something with her where, like, she can't go everywhere.
Liz doesn't know about internal mapping. He's still in the tech area, isn't he? Or is he in the advice area now? I forget.
He's in tech.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. We left him in tech. So why can't?
I've been waiting for a Gru this entire time.
I mean, we
Fair.
haven't seen one yet, but it hasn't been dark yet, effectively.
I mean, Iris was in the dark.
Grus aren't quite that small. Okay, let me so with Iris's description, hang on. A visual robot whose mobility is limited, her mobility is limited. Her ability to describe things approaches what a human being might see in most circumstances. Since the Froboz's engineering company was responsible for her design and construction. So there probably are Grus around somewhere. Those bastards!
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. They use Grus to make money, so entirely possible there's going to be one around. It's so wrong. So wrong. Limited mobility. She has limited abilities for grasping, carrying, etc., and has only 2 grasping extensions. Historical note, she proved to be the butt of many design and implementation jokes on Contra's surface, one of which was the eyes have it. Humor of this sort has, of course, since been outlawed on Contra. Iris's limited mobility results from her complex optical capabilities. Due to these abilities, only a limited mapping of the complex was included in her logic circuits. This design restriction allows Iris to wander about the areas only in which she serves a useful purpose. Okay. So
she's only useful at the monitors.
They say. I have a couple of thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Unless we can update our maps.
Well, yeah, yes, exactly. That's one of the thoughts. But that said, we might be able to get her to go to another, say, well, hang on, let me just show what I'm looking at here. We might be able, these are like sort of yellow and orange zones. We might be able to get her to go to other yellow zones, maybe.
I mean, we can try sending her to the hallway junction.
Yeah, so like we could.
It would be helpful to see what was blocking that.
Yeah, we can try to see if she can go to these other places, and if she can't, my next thought is to have Waldo carry her.
Oh.
If we want to try to get around it. Meanwhile, poor Auda has just been up here in the entry area, just sort of hanging out.
She's been hearing noise in the room to her west, and
yes,
we don't know why.
So
she probably hears a Gru.
Probably.
There you go.
That's probably what it is. It's a Gru.
I know there's a Gru there. Yeah, there's a Gru there.
There's got to be. They're playing Tiddlywinks. So yeah, we could. Auda is not an adventurer, so they probably don't want to eat Auda. That's the thing. The Gru's, there's only one person here for the Gru's to eat.
And apparently we're in a well-lit cryotube.
Yeah, these folks are really good at their jobs. They'll have this matter settled soon. No need to worry. The folks dying in the blizzard, probably. Okay, so I guess the first thing... so first, do we want to just try sending her to the hallway junction and seeing if that works?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
Iris.
we can try to carry her.
Okay. Hang on just a second. I had another instance of getting old. The for a moment in the left leg. So I have to just have to walk for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So instead of, we can have him try to carry her. We can. I don't know what the index peripheral does for the central core.
Maybe the Grus are in the cryotubes too, getting their beauty sleep. So yes. Right. Yes. So internal mapping doesn't extend from central chamber to angling corridor. Waiting for. Okay, so she can't get. Okay, so it's the same thing. So, do we want to look into having her be carried first, or do we want to?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we'll see.
Waldo, get Iris.
Yes. Go to Iris. On my way. Expect a report on arrival. I'm wondering... It was really... We just had those 3 circuits there inside her panel. Or those 3 chips, right? I'm wondering if there's a... Yeah. I'm just wondering if there is a way to update her internal mapping. We can't say internal mapping, so probably not.
Right.
But... So let's see. It's not mapping. I guess I'll have to figure it out. I am wondering if the thing, if we need to have the objects physically present for them to be scanned. When we want to know more about an object.
I would think only for Poet. Like as long as Wiz is like getting information, I think we can ask him about anything.
Yeah. Okay.
If we know it's there.
Yeah.
That would be my assumption.
Okay. So that's what I'm wondering. If there was anything like. I was wondering about that machine, right? You know what I'm talking about? The orange machine? Sorry,
yeah.
The machine with the orange button. It's not going to be
orange light.
Yeah. But I can't remember the thing. Let me query about FC. The 3 filtering computers are kept in balance by 2 series of 4 cables. 4 cables run through the primary channel, while another 4 run through the secondary channel.
Okay.
And so, okay.
That's where we lost Sensa.
Yeah. Yes. Trying to think if there's any other technical information we want to grab while we're waiting for Waldo to arrive. Hmm.
Not that I can think of offhand.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Let me just see. Let me ask him about the weather. Can't find any reference to that one in this mess. Okay. Not really what we're looking for. I'm just gonna wait. Okay. Waldo's at the center chamber. Let's try this. Waldo, pick up Iris. I'd sooner play 8 pairs of castanets for Ada. Oh, God. I don't understand that sense. In the room with me is Iris. Carry Iris. Nope, doesn't want to do it.
Okay.
So I guess, unless we can update her map, we're stuck right now mostly with Waldo telling us what things sound like. That's like the next best thing we have.
Yeah. Or what they echo locate as.
Yeah, because I had assumed that we were going to get Iris to go over and look at the...
Something.
Yeah, the things so that we could figure out what the hell was going on.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, she can't move beyond here.
All right.
So,
Well, I guess let's have Waldo go that way, and
all right.
we'll
Yeah,
work from there.
Yeah, unless we want to. Yeah, I can't think of any way. Yeah, I guess we'll just sort of look for opportunities to upgrade her map.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we want him to drop all of these things?
Yeah, sure. Because
I don't
those
know
are
if he's
all
gonna-
broken,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean the extension
Oh,
isn't. But,
yeah.
but,
I mean, we can keep the extension.
okay. Just all devices. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's send Waldo through and see what we hear. Ish.
Yeah.
Or rather, detect. Oh no. I'm in a narrow, long, straight tunnel with smooth walls. Intruders detected in sterilization chamber. That's up here.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's fine. We can't get there. Currently.
Nope. Oh, Auda. Should we tell Auda to hide? Or something?
I
That would be useful.
mean, nah.
Yeah, Auda's fine. I'm sure everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. Go lucky attitude.
Yep. I would, however, I think I'd like to. I almost kind of want to ask the advisory peripherals advice about intruders, but
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
yeah, we can do that. Sure. Liz, go to advisory peripheral. And so he's gonna go there. We may as well just send Waldo further in then.
Yeah.
So let's go to the bending corridor. Is that east? Yeah. No passage in that direction. Okay. Is that Wiz is at the advisor peripheral? Some talking mechanisms just entered the room. Auda. Listen. Mechanisms. Oh, wait, but I can't hear it. They must have gone. Some talking mechanisms are in motion off to the east. Should we follow them?
Sure.
Oh, God. East. The air here is very still in the supply room. Activities area. There. Sleep chamber. Listen to talking mechanisms. They don't respond. There's a jingling bag here. Listen to bag. Nothing special. One of the mechanisms tosses and turns. They went in and went into the sleep chamber? Intruders showed up and went immediately to the sleep chamber.
Sure. Are they then they're still there?
I guess. Too bad they've got such tiny ears. No idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Okay, alrighty, I'm listening. All right. Well, I guess we'll keep sending Waldo to different places.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say go to bending corridor because I don't know whether that's, there it is. Okay, it's further northeast. I've approached a bend in the tube. One section continues to the east while the other section goes to the southwest. Okay. And we'll put him in the hallway junction. Sonar detects an intersection here with a small drop-off to the north. That's not good. Is now the time to jump?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. I think we should have grabbed the broken shelf and then used it as a ramp.
Oh yeah.
Here.
These things have their limitations, and you just hit mine. Auda is listening. One of the mechanisms has begun snoring. It is irritating. I know. We're gonna have Waldo go north. I can't climb the step. Yeah, he's gonna have to grab the ramp. It's a step! He's gonna have to grab the ramp and move it over here if he wants to go there. Should we do that, or should we have him keep looking around this level first? What do you think?
I have no idea. I want him to go and strangle the sleeper.
I mean, we can send him to the sub-supply room if we want. We can send him back down to the sub-supply room if we want him to get the ramp.
Poet has arms. Can Poet? Let's see if Poet can pick it up.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how useful Poet is right now.
Yeah.
Poet, take ramp. Taken. Okay.
Yeah.
Poet, go to Waldo. Or I'm just going to say the location because in case I don't know if we're going to want to move Waldo or not, but I'll say hallway junction.
Yeah.
All life's a stage, so just consider me a player. See you. Okay. In the meantime, I guess we'll have. Should we have Wiz ask about advice on intruders?
Sure.
Okay. Wiz, where are you? Is Wiz in the?
He's still in technical, I believe.
Do we have him move or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. No, he's in advisory. He's in advisory.
Oh, you did move into advisory?
Yeah,
okay.
I did move him. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug in the advisory pedestal. Query about intruders. I don't know the word intruders. Query about mechanisms? These humans can be of help in reaching areas which cannot be reached by other means. The breathing of the mechanisms has become irregular and they begin to stir. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Not sure. Yeah, it's weird that they were just sort of there sleeping. It's very strange. Is Auda safe? Query about Auda, maybe. Tell Auda to listen. Yeah, okay. Auda, listen. Auda is listening.
Cool.
All we can really do here. Yeah, anything else we want to ask about? Maybe we should ask about SENSA.
Yeah.
I'm translating that command into a request for a description of the SENSA. SENSA makes no sounds, is unable to respond to verbal queries or orders, and is about 1 meter in height. Oh, I was asking Auda about SENSA. I didn't switch to Wiz. But Poet is back at the hallway junction. So,
Okay.
Poet has the ramp. We have him put it on the step.
Yeah.
Put ramp on step. The slanting wedge has been positioned at the step. Okay?
Okay.
So do we... Are we...
Tell Waldo to go north.
Okay. Alright. Just positioning folks. Alright, let's give this a try. Waldo, north. Internal map reference, sloping corridor. Sonar detects the corridor descends to the north in a gentle slope. The intersection to the south is raised above this level. Okay, it's down.
Yeah.
The solid wedge is positioned by the step. Okay. So sloping corridor. So Waldo is now up at the sloping corridor, so I just put him there. Okay. And
So if we send him to maintenance access.
we could send him to maintenance access to do stuff.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that now, or do or?
Sure. I mean, we can look along the way.
I'm just looking and seeing that my Automod apparently has that Automod has advanced in some way and is holding something. Is holding a spammer before they post. Excellent. I'm going to deny it.
Oh.
Okay.
Sucker.
Right. Anyway. What am I doing? Okay. Solid wedge is positioned by the step. So yeah, we're there. So what, are we sending him to maintenance access?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, we'll have him walk around to go to the access
okay,
hall.
so we can see what it is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Access hallway. I've reached a junction of the hallway. East-west hallway meets with the southern corridor. We'll go east. I'm in an east-west hallway. Alda, listening. I really needed more rest than that, but it'll have to do. Let's get on with what this. Okay, just give me a second. Where to now? The central library. We've got to get a little info before we can pull the switch. Oops, almost forgot the tool bag. They're headed to the central library.
We have to steal the tool bag.
Oh. Do we want Alda to steal it? The jingling thing.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Might be a little late.
Sure.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Right, but I can't hear any tool bag here. Dang it. I thought the jingling thing was in this room.
I mean, unless they moved already.
Maybe.
Anyway, we can just keep up with what we're doing.
Okay. Waldo is moving around, right?
Yeah.
Waldo's here.
Go east to the hallway corner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hallway corner, the east-west corridor ends here and starts off to the south. To the north is a small room. In the room with me are some mobile objects in motion. They did go.
Yeah.
They're
in the room.
Yeah.
Take the tool bag.
Neither SOAR nor extensions can detect any tool bag here. Oh.
Oh.
Should I have Alda continue to follow these guys or these people, or should I have Waldo attempt to murder them, or what do you think?
I mean, let's go to the maintenance access. Let's just.
All right. So Waldo is continuing east. Wait a minute. No, he can't. It's a
south.
It's a corner, so he's going to go south and then east. Okay.
I think just south and then east.
Yeah. So hallway branch, I've reached a T in the long north-south hallway. In the room with me are some mobile objects and they're anticipating where they're headed. So we're in the hallway branch, and I guess we go east here.
Yeah.
Okay. Maintenance access. I've reached the end of the eastern corridor. Before me, high overhead, is a strange combination of circular protuberances. Sonar detects a circular object mounted on the wall, high overhead, out of reach. A small spray is also detected going upward through the ceiling. Wiz says, humans querying the CLC regarding proper replacement procedure for you. CLC is responding with the human access code for reviving one of your clones. So they're just going to do that. But I guess once we get past, like, move 120 or so, something like that, whenever they show up, is when we need to start worrying about this.
We're at the end game.
Yeah, could be. There are people in the base trying to figure out how to stop us.
All right.
I guess they're probably, like, they headed to the library.
Right.
Before me, high overhead, is a strange combination of circular protuberances. Sonar detects a circular object mounted on the wall high overhead. Small spray is detected going upward through the ceiling. Let me see. I'll go ahead and note that down. Open the panel with care, it said. But for maintenance access. We have, I'm just writing this down. Circular protuberances. Circular object. High overhead. Small spray. Nothing we can actually touch at this point, because it's too high up, I am guessing.
I mean, we can always try.
What would you like him to try to do?
They're through the ceiling. All right, so we're above where we lost SENSA. Below. We're below where we lost SENSA.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's why. Yeah.
Because they're both in blue, and blue is filtering computers. Sorry, is the filtering computers.
Right, and if you overlay the maps, like.
Yeah, because this would be there and that would be there. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we are below. These access areas. Or Waldo is, I should say.
Yeah. All right. So what objects do we have to mess with?
So high overhead. So I don't know. They're probably like just under the, the portion of the They're probably just under Sensa's corpse. If this is the central corridor, right? If it's a match for the East End, it could be the beta filtering computer, alpha, beta, and gamma, right? And then primary channel, secondary channel. So, high above us. Forming higher, a strange combination of circular protuberances. And a circular object mounted on the wall high overhead, out of reach, and a small spray going up through the ceiling.
What's this? What's a small spray?
Great question. If we had SENSA, we might be able to analyze it. But let's examine the spray sonically.
How dare you?
Don't know the word spray.
Maybe we can stop it?
Okay.
Maybe it's not supposed to be spraying?
Maybe. Examine object. Ah, the wheel or the usable extension. Tricked it!
Turn the wheel.
Turn wheel. It's too far out of reach. We tricked it into telling us what it was.
Turn wheel with extension?
I didn't understand that sentence. Well, I mean, the extension might be the one he's carrying.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's not happening. He can't reach the wheel. So he'd probably need either another extension that, What do we have? A usable extension, yeah. So it's either another extension he can put on to like lengthen the arms, or he'd have to climb up on top of something.
Okay.
Don't know if grabbing the ramp and bringing it over here is an option. There'd be nothing to prop it up against, though. Sorry, go ahead.
Why don't we send Poet over to the maintenance area?
Sure.
Maintenance access.
Let's force Poet to do things he's not able to.
Yeah.
Well, he might be able to diagnose. Well, if he could touch it, but yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's
wait.
what I'm thinking.
Have him lift Poet up and have the. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, Poet, go to maintenance access. All life's a stage, so just consider me a player. See you. So we're sending Poet up.
Okay.
And hopefully he'll get there before they kill me and replace me with a clone. Where they kill us and replace us with a clone. Yeah. Thoughts?
Nope.
Yep. All right. Do we just wait, or do we want to ask the computer about more things?
I don't have any ideas currently.
Please. Query about clones. No data available on that subject at this peripheral. Okay. No advice about the clones.
Does it have advice about maintenance access?
Liz, query about maintenance access. Nope, can't find any information, any reference to that one. Dunno. Yeah. I can't think of anything else to ask about aside from just the various robots. Oh yeah, I can do that thing. Query about.
Oh.
What?
Query about the wheel.
Wheel. No data available on that subject to this peripheral. Query about SENSA. Because I didn't do that right. I asked the wrong robot about SENSA.
Oh.
SENSA can best be used by directing her to examine objects. Great. I mean, while we're here, with his microsurgery extension installed, there's little he can't do. Query about Poet. For diagnostic information on pattern and flow, have Poet touch objects. Okay. As much as I can be any place, I'm here at the maintenance access. Okay, Poet and Waldo are both at maintenance access. So
we have Poet touch the stream, or the spray, I mean.
Well, it doesn't know the word spray.
Reach that.
But I will have him look around. Just see what he sees. Round and round she goes, where she stops nobody knows. In the turning of the screw, like the delicate machinations of life, goes on far out of reach of ordinary mortals. In the room with me is Waldo. Waldo is carrying a grasper. So I'm gonna. There's a command or there's a word we can put in for the commands. It's both, right?
Okay.
I can have two robots do something if I say both Waldo and Poet turn wheel. So we could try that. See if this will let Waldo pick him up. So both Waldo and Poet turn wheel. Dual cryolink established Waldo and Poet. Using two robots will not help accomplish that task. Cryolink established to Waldo. Dang it.
Alright, well, can we try to have Poet touch the wheel?
Sure. It's too far out of reach.
No.
Oh, now you give us a straight answer. Now you give us a direct answer. Hmm. Oh, it stand on Waldo. I can't manage that. I was hoping.
We tried.
Waldo, pick up poet. Do this, do that. I just can't handle this anymore. Dang it. Yeah, can't carry. You can't carry anybody.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if turning the wheel, what turning the wheel will do, but it might do something. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I'm wondering if it'll stop this whatever spraying.
Yeah, yeah. That's fair. Maybe we should send Auda into the room to see if she hears anything about the spraying.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you know, more the merrier. I hear you loud and clear. Talk to you when I get there. I think it is funny we haven't sent anyone to see what happened to SENSA yet, but...
Oh, you just want to murder all the robots.
No,
Gotcha.
no, yes. No, not at all.
No.
No, I do not. But realistically, I don't. But and we gotta figure, you know, it's hard to figure this out. I can't really think what else might... Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can do here.
Yeah, no. Just having, I think, Waldo go around to some more of the different rooms and see what he can see.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Which way should we send him first, do you think?
I mean, I guess south? We can send him to the library core and maybe try getting over to the biological areas.
Yeah, we can see what that rift on the map is, at least. Try to figure it out before they unplug me from cryo. Before they unplug us from cryo. All right. Let's see. Okay, Waldo. Go west. I've reached a T in the long north-south hallway. Good. Go south. Library entrance. Sonar scan indicates the corridor continues to the south, but off to the west is a small circular object before a huge circular object. Interesting. I have evil thoughts, but anyway. Auda's made it to maintenance access. I'm just moving them around a little bit. So, okay. So off to the west, so he must be talking about the library core.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just go over there?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Sphinx fully expects these robots, probably Poet, is going to unplug and kill us all at some point. I mean,
God
you're not
willing.
wrong. I suspect that the 7th robot might be responsible for some of this, but we'll see. The one that the previous person down here abandoned. But let's see. I'm sorry, I'm lost. What are we doing? Do we want Al to check this out first before we send Waldo further, or do we just want to keep going with Waldo?
I mean, we can try either. I don't think it matters either way.
Let's see.
We've run out of information.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell.
I hear hissing coming from the high overhead here. From high overhead here.
Okay.
I hear nothing special. Okay. Alright, for now I guess we'll just send Waldo west.
Yeah.
Into the library core. See what happens. Before me is a huge cylinder, the CLC, which extends out of my sonar's scanning range. Ooh! Small circular object. Huge circular object. I feel the extension and recognize it as belonging to me. I can utilize it for microsurgery. Okay, that's all that's there. Look at CLC. I can't see there from here. Okay. Look at cylinder. Neither sonar nor extensions detect any cylinder here. Okay. So it's just way too far away, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We just have him keep moving around?
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, we're getting information. Just limited information. Yeah. I'll write that down, actually. At the library core is the CLC cylinder. This other thing I'm thinking about cheating. Hang on. Maintenance access. Wheel. And when I say cheating here, I mean, look at object. Nope, just that one. Okay. Look at small circular object. All right. So we're at the library entrance, and so we go south to the hallway end, and we'll see what we see. Or here. We're into sonar. Sonar detects the end of the southern hallway. To the east is a long, narrow area which travels out of my receiving range. Sonar also detects a large hollow container sitting at the head of the long tunnel. I can detect nothing inside of it. This is where he started, isn't it? Yeah, the container. Out by the container. I think maybe? No, wait.
Okay.
He couldn't have because he couldn't traverse the steps. There was another hollow container somewhere. Where was it? Gamma repair, that's where it was. Salmon container. Nothing special. Okay. We go east?
Sure. East sounds good.
Okay. Sorry, I know I just keep saying stuff here. If you have any thoughts or ideas, please let me know.
Yeah. Yeah. I if something pops in, I'll let you know.
Dangerous force field prevents eastern movement. Okay. Unstable Days is asking, are your peripherals reliable? Well, they don't tell us much. However, I am thinking about asking about the force field. Don't know the word force. Okay, so apparently that is a force field keeping us out.
Okay.
The vehicle debarkation area, the biology card or the biology laboratory, and the cryogenic area. So we'd have to figure a way to turn that off before we could go that way. All right. You just keep having him wander around?
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, we can send him up into the
Right, these chambers.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess we'll start sleep chamber and just go west.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Waldo, go to sleep chamber. All right. So Waldo's doing that. Anything? Let's see. Anything we want to ask while he's headed up there, or look at or listen to? I could have. We could have Auda or Poet go around looking and listening at things if we feel like it.
Yeah.
If it helps. Let's see.
What was in the library core?
It was just the big cylinder, I think.
We'd have Poet go touch it.
Yeah, we could. It might be out of reach. We'll see. But yeah, we can check that out. The CLC cylinder. We'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. Poet, go to library core. All right. All life's a stage, so just consider me a player. See you. Okay, Poet's heading there. We're sending Poet off. We want to send Auda anywhere or anyone else to look at stuff, find out about stuff, or should we just wait?
I guess we can just wait, I think.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything else in particular at this point. Oh, wait. As much as I can be any place, I'm here at the library core. As the door swings open, you are blinded by intense light and incredible pain. Just before everything overloads and you fade from existence, you can make out the shapes of 3 humans, one of them holding onto the door of the cylinder, another of them looking exactly like you, and then everything goes dark. So that was move 160.
Okay. That tracks. This might be a good place to stop, and then we can come back with fresh sensories.
Yeah, I think maybe next time we can probably just take another run at it. We spent so much time getting Iris up and running, but the thing is, it didn't really tell us much. So we are and aren't the bad guy. Yes, both of us.
Well, like we need Iris to be able to read the monitors, but that seems to be like it.
Well, and also, like, now that we know, we can probably get her up and running pretty quickly at the beginning.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Makes me wondering how many people died by this point. Unfortunately, it's kicked us out of the game. I can't check the score. The score is 41, so probably not good. The score keeps going up. I think the objective of this game is to have as low a score as possible.
Maybe.
But a lot of people. So yeah, we can do that. We'll just basically next time we will come back and just sort of either start over or just keep looking around. Basically, we'll figure it out one way or the other.
Yeah.
I imagine maybe we'll just start a new run and fix Iris. Don't send SENSA off to that place to die.
And then save it.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Awesome. Okay, well, let me go ahead and switch the music out again as we are once again back over here. Thank you all very much for watching. What are your any final thoughts? Any thoughts about How do we feel about this game so far?
It's interesting. It's definitely like a different take. So I'm down so far.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I mean, it has the usual points of frustration that a lot of these have, but at the same time, it's a very different way to look at things.
Yeah.
I like the idea of, you know, trying to give the robots tasks and getting them to do things. I'm enjoying the robots.
Yeah.
We do indeed. Yes, we do indeed need to pour one out for SENSA. Poor SENSA.
Yeah, it's fine. That timeline's dead.
Yes,
for her
yes.
and us.
Yes. Very dead. We're being replaced. And I'm just gonna make the note around 120-ish is the intruders, probably. I have a vague memory. It's funny. I have a vague memory of a possible thing that we're supposed to do to the intruders, but I don't know how or where or the setup. And the reason I have this memory is because back in the 80s, I read that book that we were talking about, that I keep bringing in every now and then, the Book of Adventure Games. And
right.
For some reason, sometimes I would read some of the solutions to games I hadn't played. I guess because out of a certain degree of FOMO. I don't know. I was like barely a teenager, I think, at the time. I was a kid when I had that book. Maybe not even a teenager when I got that book. I can't remember. But so, and then annoyingly, every now and then, as we get into these things, these tiny memories of it will pop into my head.
Okay.
And so, like, there is a thing. There is like one particular move that I kind of remember.
Okay.
But I have no idea what the context is for it. But as far as dealing with the intruders, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think there's enough context for us to truly cheat, but we'll see. If we steal the tool bag, can we prevent them from messing with the switch, which may have killed us? Well, I mean, I'm just opening the door is what killed us, and you know, even Iris could do that. So I doubt that they can stop that, but that might delay them. Stealing the tool bag might delay them, I think.
Yeah, because somehow, like, I would assume they have to get through the barrier to the biology lab in order to get a new us or something.
Yeah, to get a new, get the next us. So yeah, I expect probably Auda or someone is supposed to steal it from them while they're asleep.
Right.
So that's probably what the deal is there. So that works. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me once again and getting us started on this.
Yeah, thank you.
Did you have any final thoughts or anything you wanted to plug or anything like that?
Nope.
Righto.
I wanna plug that spray in the maintenance access.
Stop it! Get it to stop. Stop hissing. Or at least we heard what it was. I forget what it was. It was or more about it. Can't remember. It's all gone. All gone. It was hissing. That hissing thing. Hissing spray. Let's see. As for me, let's see. Today is Thursday, so our on Tuesday evenings, we have our campaign of Nine Fox Gambit, the Nine Fox Gambit RPG run by Hollow. Dystopian military sci-fi. Things are getting very, very tense. It is. We are possibly about to have some PvP. We are very near the end of the campaign. We've a major NPC also has just shown up. And we're going to have to see what happens as things go. So very excited to get back to that. That is currently about it, I think, for stuff coming up. I actually need to... Let me see. Is checking the calendar an option? Let me see. Yeah. That's all in the immediate future. We have more stuff happening in a couple of weeks. Beyond that. And I'm going to probably start putting out announcements very soon for some off-stream one-shots I'm going to run. One-shots I'm going to run of my Descended from the Queen game 1 year hence. That is about to come out very soon. I'm still waiting to hear back from the Roll20 folks to see what I need to do to get it on there. But I've sent in a query about it. So hopefully I'll have more information about that soon, and I'll be able to release the game. So we will see what happens there. But look on the various social medias and what have you for information, as I will at some point probably announce a bunch of signups for just one-shots if anyone wants to try it out, basically. And so we've got that happening, and that's probably about it for now. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I very much appreciate it. We'll be back hopefully in 2 weeks to continue Suspended, to see we can figure out other things to do with these robots that hopefully might prevent us from being replaced, and possibly might help keep the people on the planet alive. Maybe, just maybe, you know, as an afterthought.
I have complete faith in our capabilities of murdering non-sentient beings.
Yes, that's it. Make them fight. Yes, that's it.
Robot Wars, the next generation.
Yes. The maintenance crew comes down. It's like, sees the robots fighting. He's like, we got to replace this person.
Two flesh bags enter. No flesh bags leave.
This person, this central mentality is not working out. Where do you find these games for purchase? Not when they are available. One will be through drive-through-cards. The physical edition will be. And then I'm trying to get the... or are you talking about these games, these Infocom games? The excellent question, because I was just talking about 1 year hence, so I don't know which one it is. 1 year hence hopefully will be on drive-through-cards, and hopefully Roll20 if I can get that to work. These Infocom games, I don't know... There are places to buy collections of them, and there are also a bunch. I mean, there are places you can find online where they're made legally available for free. Yes and yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So just yeah. These Lost Treasures of Infocom. These I think is one of the collections that they have out there. It's like available as apps now. You can find them all over the place, really.
Yeah.
So it's,
I think you need, if you wanted to, I think Steam even has at least some of them.
Yeah.
They may have a collection also.
Yeah, so they're out there. You just sort of look for the collections. We are using Windows Frotz, so we're using just a sort of a compiler on the titles. I already bought the titles, but it's, you know, I figured, you know, this will just for presentation and making it work quickly, we're using that. So, you know, all manner of different places you can hunt them down. Yeah, no, I encourage folks to take a look. But we're gonna go ahead and head out. We might go say hi to someone when we hit the end card. Feel free to hang on and say hi to them with us. Very much appreciate folks for being here, whether you're watching live or you're watching later on VODs or on YouTube. Just want to remind everyone you are valid, you are unique, and that is wonderful because variety is very important. You matter, so please remember to take care of yourselves. Take care, folks, and we will see you all of a sudden. Farewell.